Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. I hope y'all had a great holiday weekend. We are in September and I cannot even believe it. Can you? It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me turn my autofocus off here. And yeah, so today we're just gonna do an art journal page. I'm in my art journal and I get a lot of requests, like I said, about doing art journal pages in an art journal because I like to do them in the junk journals and all that. So I'm just kind of mixing it up a little bit. I'm going to tell you what I did. This is just a moleskin or mole or whatever the heck they call it that I do, pages and whatnot in. And what I did was I took gesso and I used the folk art gesso, but of course use whatever you have. And I took an old toothbrush and I squirted some gesso on and I just put it all over with the toothbrush. And the reason I did that was to give it some texture. So can you see the texture? Hard white, with the light and everything like that. And that's all I did. And I didn't make sure the whole, pages were covered. I just did that. And the reason I did this is to help when I put the folk art color shift down or whatever base color you're going to put. So it doesn't soak in and you kind of get more of a vibrant color. Now, here's the thing. There's controversy when I say this, but if you don't have gesso, just use white paint because what you're essentially doing is sealing the pages with the white paint anyway. It doesn't have the tooth that gesso does. You can add a little baby powder in it or cornstarch or baking soda, just a pinch to give it a little bit of grit if you want, or you don't even have to gesso. Completely up to you. It doesn't matter. People get really up in arms about it when I say that, but look, we're in our art journal, we're playing, and I've been doing this for years and years, and I've never had a page turn yellow on using white paint. I've used white paint a million times. So again, up to you. You also can take Mod Podge and just throw some down, let it dry, and that will seal the page as well so you can work on top of it. Use matte though, not glossy. And Mod Podge has a new Mod Podge for paper that's specifically for paper, which is fantastic. And I'm sure if you've been following me, you guys have seen me use it a million times. So, All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, where'd that bigger brush go? Wah, wah, wah. Okay. Let's see if I can get this bad boy working. And I'm gonna give this a shake. And this is from folk art. It's called Folk Art Color Shift. And it is acrylic paint, metallic gloss finish. And this is in Purple Flash. It comes in a bunch of colors. It's awesome. So I'm gonna use this as my background. And I hope that you'll be able to see what this looks like. It's almost like I want to say a Pearl-X kind of finish to it, if you know what Pearl-X is, which is like a mica powder. So I guess it would be any mica powder. Now I put paper in between the pages because so I don't get it on other pages, but you don't have to. I usually don't, but I am this time. And this kind of goes to like a blue. And these are clips right here. They're actually quilting clips my daughter bought me. So when I'm working on my quilts and my art dolls and all that kind of stuff, I can put the fabrics together and all, and I love them. So I'm using them as well in when I do the art journal. So, because sometimes the pages roll up, and then I can keep it flat. So it's dual purpose. Now I'm going to put 2 coats of this on here. Now let me see. You can see the texture. You definitely can see the texture. And can you see look at the color shift there. Oh, see that? Metallic-y, kind of light bluish, purplish color. Ooh, pinkish. It's just delicious. But you can still, like I said, see the texture. And I'm just going to hit it real quick. What the heck? Dave emptied my garbage and dropped my heat gun around the garbage can. I don't know how the heck he did that, but he did. All right, giving it just a quickie. We don't have much going on today. We are, you get like a, look, I don't know if you can see. Can you see the 2 colors on there? that you get. It's gorgeous. I'm not doing too much today. I'm just making some spaghettis and meatballs. Emily's boyfriend's coming down, and that is it. It's like gonna be, well, it already is, like wicked humid and hot here in Jersey, and we're supposed to get storms, and then I think tomorrow's gonna be 70. So I don't know. I'm sure it's still humid because, of course, that's what gets me. I don't care about the heat. I can deal with the heat. It's that humidity that I cannot stand. I can't breathe. It makes me not be able to move. I hate it. I don't like it at all. Okay. And you can see the more coats you put on. Now, let me tell you, I've been working with this paint on jewelry and stuff like that, and I am, I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I just had a little contest. Oh, geez, I forget. I just mailed out a bunch of stuff I had, people had bought and stuff like that, and I can't remember. I'm all confused with the names. She just won 2 of these color shifts, and I hope she likes them. I hope she lets me know what she does with them. Okay, so just gonna put my brush in there for now. I'm gonna hit it one more. Look at that beautiful. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened this last month, but I really want to get this side dry real quick because this is what I'm going to work on first. This last month, we were doing so good with our eating and losing weight and really making an effort. Emily was really, 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 making sure that we were sticking to, eating well and all these things. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what the heck happened in um, August that made, I mean, she's been holding steady, but oh my goodness, I have not. Dave definitely has not. And we really got to get back on our track. Plus, I didn't realize today, Emily said, because they were coming, they're going to have dinner here. I love making dinner for them. And I usually do a dessert or pick up a dessert. And Emily's like, no, we don't need to have a dessert. He eats here twice a week. We have dinner, and usually twice a week, once usually, definitely. And we have dessert. And then if we go to my sister's, we usually go every Friday, like as a big family dinner on Fridays, and we have dessert. And, like it starts adding up. And then, a little cranky here and there, not feeling good. And, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Look at that. Look. Okay. So, it's, I weighed myself and I'm 3 pounds up from what I've been. And I'm like, oh no, because I can feel it. And I hate that. It's a little sticky here. Now I'm going to tell you a little tip. And look, don't use it if, whatever. But if you're drawing something, okay, and you're doing, gesso or whatever you're doing, and you want it to be a little drier, like I can feel it's just a bit tacky, you can take the teeniest little bit of baby powder or cornstarch or whatever you have on a brush, a dry brush, teeny, and dust it, and it'll kind of pick up and kind of help it dry just the littlest bit. And then you can either dust it off, leave it on for texture, or blow it off with your, excuse me, heat gun. Where the heck did that come from? And you know, just kind of do that. It's not going to kill you, like I said, don't leave me nasty comments. I'm just giving little hints for us who, maybe don't have patience or want to do this and have limited time or whatever. Okay, so now you guys want to see oil pastels. So I don't know. I really want to do my, I'm going to do an odd girl here, but I'm going to use some of these in the background as well. So we can, which is mixed media. We have paper, we have gesso, we have our acrylic paint, and now we're going to have oil pastels. So I'm going to take the white. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go green. I'm going to go green and yellow for the background a little bit, just a little bit to go with this. And you can definitely use stencils, and if I have a stencil sitting here, organization is not my thing. I want to be organized so bad. pretty things going on. I feel like I should be Jay-Z singing. All right, I just have this sitting here, so we'll just put some, it's just for some texture. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, it's just the oil pastel. I'm just going to go over and take my finger and kind of rub it in. Now, mind you, I'm putting this on purple. So you're not going to get that great of a, let me see if I can tilt this so it doesn't shine as bad. But you can see it goes over it very, look at that, how pretty. Now remember, your oil pastels, they're not, even pan pastels, they're not permanent. So we're just going and playing, and you can see I have some more on here, and I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to see if I can rub it and get any of that on my paper without breaking my stencil, because hey, and it just comes up a little bit. Not exactly what I wanted, but that's okay. I'm not digging on this. Let's try. Oh, here we go. I used this the other day. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of go in and color a few, just like that. And then I'm going to go in with my finger and the heat of your finger. Now, yes, you can use, you know, a paintbrush, whatever, makeup sponge, paintbrush, these things. Where is it? I love these little boopies with the foam. You can use, you know, whatever you want. And if you want it brighter, you just layer it. And I just want a little bit to add, just a little bit of color. And a little goes a long way. And you see? I can see the shine right here. Let's do a little bit there and see what we can do. And it lays on perfectly. And this will do, you know, whatever you got underneath. Yeah. Look at that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And again, I can turn this over if I want and really rub it hard to see if I can get any of that extra off. And you can see, you can't probably see it. You can barely see it in there. Not the biggest deal. So I'm going to take some yellow. Now I can go in just with my yellow and add like a little highlight if I want. You know what I mean? Like going around just to make it a tad lighter, you know, if I want to. Come on now, shine. Okay. So now I will try, let's try a feather. With the yellow, and let's see what happens when I go to rub it. Of course, you can use paint. Don't think that you can't use paint. You can. Now I have a little green on my finger still, so obviously it's going to mix a little bit, which whatever. I'm okay with that. And the more you go, you know, the more that you warm your finger up with the product, you know, the more it'll kind of see. Oh, I love it. I love it. We're just adding a little background. Now, remember, you're not going to be able to put acrylic paint over here like, you know, we would as if layering. So I'm just showing you how to do this. I will do a little bit of acrylic paint just to kind of show you a few things, but, you know, it's not going to be, if you want to do anything, you want to do your acrylic paint first, and then the last thing you'll do is lay your oil pastels on top. Pastels. I was pastels. Pastels. Oh my goodness, the Italian. Okay. So, and if you don't have a stencil, by all means, I mean, you can just do shapes. You can just kind of, you know, I just kind of drew a circle and I'm just kind of dragging it to add some of that little bit of highlight, right? Beautiful, gorgeous. I love it. And that's what I'm going to do with those. Now, let me know down below. I've got a lot of requests for a full tutorial using these. These are the Sennelier pastels and oil pastels, and I love them. They're quite expensive, but they work really good, and I really do love them. Now here, let me show you real quick. If I take my paintbrush, let's do this one, and I go in, you can see it's going to soften this pastel, but now we're putting an oil product on a paintbrush. So what's going to happen is when you put it in your water or your acrylic paint, it's not going to um, work because it's going to be repelling the water and the paint. So you can do this, and what I like to do is let my dog chew on it when they want, or the cat, and no, take a piece of tape and put it around it so you know, oh, okay, this is going to be my. They do sell brushes and all for the pastels and that kind of thing, like the pan pastels, but and then you just have, you just wipe it off on your napkin or whatever while it's dry to get off the color, and then you go on to the next color. But you definitely can, you know, blend these out so nice. You don't have to always use your finger. And like I said, some of these have highlight, so a lot of fun, a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to grab, where are you? Where are you? My water soluble. This is a Stabilo water soluble. You can use water soluble watercolor pencil, chalk, whatever you have. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to draw my big haired girl. And what I'm going to do first is draw her hair. I don't know how well you can see while I'm drawing it. And then I'm going to kind of do her bangs like that. There we go. Now you can kind of see it better. See? And then I'm going to just give her, I want a little bit down there too. Just give her face. Her neck. And then I'm going to draw her body. And these will be her arms. That's how I do it. That's how I figure it out, because these will be her arms. This is her neck. And then I will put like sleeves here, like she's wearing a tank top, because that's just how I like to do it. And I'll go down. And then I will boop, boop, like that. And then this will go down here. Same thing. Okay. Can you see it? And I use this, like I said, you can use chalk or whatever, because it'll come off when I go to paint. And I'm okay with that. And then I'm going to make her have her waist here. I'm going to have her arm going here, her arm going here. And then I'm just going to do a skirt. How do you like that? Real easy, right? Okay. And then, you do whatever you want. I can do an eye over here. And the reason I do these odd girls, and I have a lot, maybe I'll show you, we'll see. Or no, you know what, let me know down below if you want me to show. I have four or five odd girls ready to go up for sale. I just got to put the binding on, and I'm in love with them, and I don't want to sell any of them, but I love them. So I'm going to do prints. But let me know down below if you want a video of me showing you. Just give her a little nose like that of the quilts that I've done, that I'm getting done, because I don't want to make this a 6 million hour video. All right, and you can see, very easy, very simple, no big deal. And I'm gonna take some flesh colored acrylic paint, and this will bring it to life for you. You'll be able to see a little bit better what's going on. And like I said, that it's a water soluble pencil, so it will just kind of disappear. So will chalk. If you have some chalk, I might have chalk downstairs still. But I love the Stabilos, or sometimes I'll just use a pen, because that won't hurt anything. If you do not like painting on backgrounds, sometimes I don't, then you can always do this first. But I don't, see, it depends on my mood, because I don't always like to go and fuss around, you know, or I'll draw this on another piece of paper and then do the background and then cut her out. So I do it. It depends on my mood. Okay. I'll just take down here a little bit for her arm. And for that. And I'm going to hit it with the dryer just once. Or you could just leave it dry for a couple minutes because I want to throw one more coat on. Now there's a lot of texture underneath, so we're not getting smooth, right? It's not going to be this beautiful smooth face. It's going to be, you know, like it has stuff under it. I'll just kind of, you can see I did it this way the first time, and now I'm going to go up and down. Make some meatballs. So excited. I know I shouldn't be. I get so excited over food. It's terrible. But I got stomach ulcers, so I said, Dave, please pick up some Tums because I'm so excited. But when I eat spaghetti or anything with red sauce, I get so sick. But sometimes you just have to like be like, you know what? I don't care. It's like lactose. You know, when you're out and you want an ice cream cone, and you know, like I'm like, okay, I know if I eat this ice cream cone, I'm doomed. But sometimes, what the heck, right? Okay. See? Easy peasy. All right, let's give her orange hair, shall we? Yes. Okay. I'm just using, oh God, I cannot see, pumpkin from Folk Art. And I'm just gonna do my best to kind of follow. The lines. You don't have to though, they're just guidelines. Throw a coat down. If you have problems, use a smaller brush to get in the details. It doesn't matter. I'll probably have to get the waves, but no big deal. Okay. See, she's getting there, getting there. I'm gonna dry it and do the same thing. And go back in. And lay it down. I'm not even gonna do my joke. I always do a joke, and Dion is always the one who, Dion Campbell, she always knows the joke. So Dion, if you're watching this, I don't know, I haven't talked to you in a while. I haven't talked to anybody in a while. I've been on my own little crazy journey, but hello, Dion. I hope you are well. I hope all of you are well. Okay. So, yeah. Loving it, loving it, loving it. And what am I going to do for her dress? Let's go and stick with the green. And then I think what I'll do is I'll show you. I don't know if you guys have ever used these. And I'm going to show you why I love it. I'll show you now. You just go in and you dot. And again, this is just, now watch. I did it over the oil because it's thick. But look at this. I mean, come on now. And then you get the other end, which is bigger. I don't know if there's enough paint in here yet to get that. But then I can do bigger. I mean, come on. Right? Right. Okay, now I gotta wash it. But, and you wanna make sure you put it in the water when you're done. But this is, gosh, I went through all this like crazy, Caterpillar by Apple Barrel. Now you'll see that the colors, as I'm painting on top of this side as well, this is a gloss coat. The paint underneath, the I can't think of the name, color, oh my god, Kelly, it's right in front of you. The color shift is, it dries glossy. So you can see as I'm painting, it kind of, I don't want to say skips, but it's not going to be laid down uh, as nice as if it was a matte underneath, if it was just the gesso. But there's also, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do texture underneath, because then it kind of all goes together. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, yes, you can paint over gloss. It's not going to give you a clean, precise look, but I'm doing an odd girl and I'm just having a blast. So to me, you know, I'm not, it's in my art journal. So I'm not worrying about it. You don't, you know, I never, and if you've been with me, you know, on my channel, I hardly ever follow the rules of any product. I'm always pushing them to see what, now I'm going to use the Martha Stewart satin in lily pad, but I always push it to see how far I can go, because, you know, I like using products. If I'm going to spend money on product, I want to use it in different ways. I don't want to just be stuck with one way or one thing. So the color shift's beautiful. And yes, it's beautiful to put on wood and plastic, and it's gorgeous. But you know, it's also fun to do in your art journal or a canvas or an ATC card. So don't think that you're just stuck to one way. Always try, you know. So you can see this. Now what I want to do, I think, is I'm going to go in, I'm going to kind of try to chisel, and I'm going to just go in and kind of trace. And you can use a marker. There you go. See, and just kind of give it a trace. And then I'm going to turn it over with the brush side, and I'm going to dip it in. And I'm just going to do a few dots. Not too many, because I don't want to trigger anybody, but okay. I just dip it in and kind of give it a tap. You know, that's it. Maybe make that one a little bigger. No problem. I'll rinse that off, wipe it, and then put that. And now, let's do the face. Maybe I'll do, all right, let me draw the face first before I figure out what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to do the face, and I'm going to, I can barely see it, but so you guys probably can't see it either. But you will in a second. Let me just get something sketched here. Oh, I can just use pencil. What's the big deal? An eye there, and then I'm going to do a bigger eye, because I like doing it a little odd. I love my odd girls. I think they're beautiful. I don't think anybody should take any offense, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know? And we'll just do a little nose. We're not even going to go for a big nose, you know, like a stylized nose. We're just going in for that. And then our lips. And this is kind of like her, because she's kind of looking that way. You can always outline that with a little sketch. Make it kind of sketchy looking, you know. Nothing wrong with that. And then some eyebrows. Very, very simple. And I'm going to go in with, I'm going to use some of my oil pastels. I'm going to go in with this color, which, does it even have the color's name? Number 6. Doesn't have a name. So, number 6. And I'm just going to go in and lightly, just a little bit, kind of push it around a little bit. like that. No big deal. And then for the other eye, I'm going to do a dark blue. And this is number 237. So I'm just going to outline it and just kind of do a little bit. I can definitely see some of the texture under there, which is no big deal. I like that. And I'm going to take a little white, because this is white and it's number 1. And just kind of like just a little highlight there, and you can kind of tap it in. And then I'm going to take black for the pupil. Well, you can see I did something with black there. And just a little bit. And then a little more white for a little shade. A little shading. And, oh, the lips. Let's do red lips. Like I said, the heat from your hand will help kind of blend them together. Looks like she just got done kissing, which I kind of dig it. I'm not hating on it. And then I'm going to take some of the pastel orange and kind of outline her hair. Kind of give some shape like that. Now I can see that I kind of want a little crazy here. I don't necessarily want this all out here, but I'm just going to kind of take it and work with it here and just kind of smooth that in a little bit. And I could, you know, go back with a little bit more face paint if I want a little bit more of the color if I want. I'm not going to worry about it. It's an art journal page. I'm just playing and having some fun. And then I'm going to do her brows like this. Again, use what you have. I'm going to do her little nose. And I think I'm going to go in like this. Like that. Okay. And I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I'm not going to, she's odd. She's supposed to be. I think I'm going to go in with, I'm going to show you one more thing that you can use for, I'm going to go in with my pencil and I'm just going to kind of shade up her eyes, like her eyelids and underneath there, just a little bit more. And it's just my pencil. It's not, it's just going to add a little bit of the shade there. Like that. And then I can do the same thing with the lips. No big deal. Just like that. Just kind of a Joker looking thing. I don't even care. All right, so these things I love too. They're called Fantastics. It's a coloring tool brush, and I don't know, Sukaneko makes it. And this is a pointy one. And this as well you can use for shading. You see how it's kind of taking that pastel? Look. Kind of giving this like a really like blown out outline, which I love. Right? And then I can even take, because there's still some on there, I can even drag it down here a little bit just to give some definition. Not a big deal. And so yeah, so you can definitely use these. I'm gonna get more because I do like these. They come in points and round, and I just love it. And that is, well, I think what I'm gonna do on here today. That's it. Just playing around, using the oil pastels to show you some, you know, that you can use them in your art journal, and just a little. I'm gonna do her eyes though. Let me see. Okay. Just put some, I'm just going to do little dots on the side to brighten that up. a little bit in her lips. Okay. You can always go and if you want to make a pattern. And just play. That's it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know about somebody else is fighting. Progress, not perfection. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.